On this podcast, we talk about the books, both old and new, that are worth putting on your to-be-read list. I'll include the back cover synopsis, content warnings, as well as my pro and con list. To avoid any spoilers, head over to my Instagram at enjoylifewithme.angela. I'd love to hear your thoughts on these books. Let's jump in for the day. Today we're going to be talking about Beachy King by Kasey Stockton, which is the second book in the Falling for Summer series. The back cover synopsis says, he has it all, except for the one thing money can't buy, her heart. When Kat King finds a medical bill with the horrendous words, final notice, stamped across the front, she learns two things. First, her uncle, the man who has raised her, is keeping things from her for the first time ever in her life. And second, they need money, and fast, or they'll lose the only thing she has left of her parents, the bed and breakfast that she runs with him. Noah Bellecourt is a billionaire with a newly acquired anxiety diagnosis and a one-way ticket to Sunset Harbor for the summer, courtesy of his company's board of directors. Being on the island he grew up on for a forced sabbatical has a major perk. When he runs into the girl he's harbored a crush on since their teens. She's still the same old Kat, except for now she's got some major financial trouble. Noah wants to help her, but Kat is stubborn. She holds on to the past biases about the family and takes some convincing. When Kat agrees to work as Noah's personal assistant for the summer, she doesn't realize she's signing up for a lot more than debt relief. Some of her preconceived notions about the Bellecourt family begin to feel wrong. Noah proves that not all first impressions are reliable, forcing Kat to face the past and to hope that things will end up just peachy keen after all, because the alternative is losing everything that matters to her, and she's not about to let that happen. This is a dual point of view contemporary rom-com. It's a multi-author series, but it stands alone, and you get the tropes of like a boss and personal assistant, slow burn, the billionaire trope, caring for during illness trope, some really good ones. The intimacy's moderate. During the makeouts, legs go around waist. No language, no violence. Potential trigger warnings. There is parental death, divorce, cheating exes, bullying, anxiety, and depression mentioned. Now, the cons are there is a lot of side characters. The positive to that is now there are lots of spin-offs that we could get if we can just convince the author that we can do spin-off series. Now, on the positive side, there is a lot of mental health representation, which I love. I mean, medication is the part of life for some people, and that's a great blessing we have in modern times. And mental health should be talked about. Plus, the humor added to it just made it really relatable. There's a lot of like overthinking where she was worried like, oh no, am I too casual? But like I can't be wearing a pencil skirt while I'm mopping. Or he was like, oh no, my voice was like too abrupt. There's just very relatable things like that. But also there was the quote, just trying to keep my anxiety from mounting is anxiety inducing all on its own. And it's just, it was funny and it was relatable, and she just brought in a lot of reality to it, and I loved it. Plus, Noah is the cutest. He's got the quote, I can't help but smile. She thinks I'm doing her the favor, paying her a ridiculous amount of money. She doesn't realize that I'm the one who wins here. I get to hang out with Kat King all summer long. And Kat's denial is just really sometimes. She says, I refuse to consider the thoughtfulness of his gesture in carrying down the laundry. Just complete denial. And then she gets to the, I've never been so annoyed with my past self and her sense of self-preservation. Barriers are stupid. It's not like I have some fantasy of being the 50s housewife to Noah's working man, but I want to be a wife and a mom. I refuse to be ashamed of that. I like that she brought in that it's okay to want the quote-unquote traditional. It's okay to want that. And there's nothing wrong with that. If that's what you want, then go for it, girl. Loved it. It's not breaking some sort of feminist code or anything. It was just really well done, and there was a couple of truths, like life truths, that all of those situations, like Breeze included, have nothing to do with personal worth and everything to do with the other person. And that can be hard to remember, especially in the moment, but I think it was great things to bring up. Now, my favorite part of this one is the bonus epilogue, which it usually is. I mean, bonus epilogues are just wonderful. I will be honest though, this one was a tad hard for me to read personally, since I'm past the pregnancy and newborn phase, and frankly it didn't go the way we had hoped or planned for us, and so it was a little tough to read, so I'll warn you about that, but it was so sweet, like just the best, honestly. It makes you smile and feel all warm and fuzzy. I do wonder with this having so many side characters, if we're going to get spin-off series, any of this would be really fun to read, the continuation of this. So I hope you will jump over to my social medias. I'll have the clickable link tree in the show notes. Instagram, enjoylifewithme.angela, book talk, enjoylifewithme_Angela. Share your thoughts with me, what you think about these. I'd love to talk about this series, this specific one, what you think about having mental health trips in books, and I will talk to you guys soon. Happy reading.